My channel. Today I am going to be doing a review of a foundation, or a first impression of a foundation that I haven't seen anybody do yet. I was actually going into Walmart for a different foundation that I've seen a few people do and wanted to try it myself and do a first impression, you know, of my own opinion. And I was over here looking and turned around and I saw this foundation. I was like, nobody's done anything with this yet. Why don't I? So, it is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. I have number 15 Ivory, as you can see. And it says down on the bottom, titanium dioxide sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 15 with Actyl C oil free. I'm not real sure what Actyl C is. If anybody knows, leave it down in the comments, because I'm kind of curious to what that is. But I always put on foundation with a beauty blender, but I have just reviewed or did a first impression on the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous, and I did half my face with a beauty blender, half with a brush. And I was proven wrong. I liked the brush side better. So, you know, really with the packaging. So I'm going to try this half and half and see what happens. Because as I'm learning, some foundations just apply differently with the two different tools. So, I am no good, like I said in another video, I believe it was the CoverGirl video, I am no good at picking out foundations from the drugstore. You know, I hold them up to my neck, hold them up to my face, hold them up to my wrist, I do it all, and no three match anything. The one thing I do like about this is the packaging. It's super slim. It is a glass bottle, the typical 1 fluid ounce. And as you can see, it's got the pump. I do like this little blue pump on here because it's sort of like a pearlized blue. It's really pretty. So yeah, we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's going to match my skin. Okay, I'm going to try the first side with the beauty blend. What is with the hair? Girls, it has been a long, rough day. I'm telling you. Just here lately, I can't seem to find enough hours in the day for everything that is required of me, everything that I need to do, and frankly, everything that I want to do. I mean, you know, I still want to do some things that are not required or needed or adult-like, you know. I want to do things that make me happy, not just wash dishes and do laundry all day. But I just can't seem to find the time to fit in the things I want to do. Well, for one, it does match my skin. It's actually giving really good coverage. I mean, not really good. I would say like light to medium coverage with one coat. One coat, like I'm painting or spackling. Well, practically that's what I'm doing. But with one, we'll do it the pretty sounding way, with one layer on. Let me get up close here. With the Real Techniques complexion sponge, I'm seeing a little bit of cakiness, but I am very, very, very picky when it comes to cakey. I don't like cakey at all. We're going to leave that alone and let that set. That's one layer. And I practically used like one pump, and I still had a little bit extra on my hand. I'm going to go in on the other side with the brush. this one I'm seeing a little bit of cake with just one layer, and I'll be honest, with one layer you do get decent coverage, but not, you know, full coverage, and I need and like full coverage. Seem to be having a little problem on my nose, but I will give them this. With the Ready Set Gorgeous from CoverGirl and with this, I have not used a primer at all. And I normally have to use a primer. But honestly, for a first impression, I just wanted to see what this foundation would do on its own without any backup plan, without anything, you know, any crutch to lean on. I wanted to see what the foundation and the foundation alone had in it. I don't know. Not loving it. I'm actually liking the Ready Set Gorgeous just a tad bit better. Let me get a setting powder. I'm going to use the Air Spun because that was practically the first thing that came within reach. Okay, I don't like it. I don't think I like it. It just is coming off way too cakey to me. Like even from a distance you can see some patchiness on my nose and like some patchiness here on the sides. But I'm not going to give it a final verdict yet because like I said, I'm not using a primer with this. So, and I didn't with the Ready Set Gorgeous either. So I'm going to play with it, use a primer the next time I use it, and see what happens. Yeah, but as of right now, I am not digging this. It's just a little bit too cake face, and that's only one layer. I would like just a tad bit more coverage with this. So if I would add another layer, I would probably feel like, I mean, cake and pie face. So yeah, not crazy about this yet, but no final verdict on it. There was a concealer that went with this. I didn't get it because, to be quite honest, there wasn't a great color selection range with this. If I'm not mistaken, there was one shade lighter than this, and honestly, the one shade lighter looked almost white. I mean, I know there's like light skin, fair skin people. I mean, I personally am one of those, but the lighter shade looked, I'm talking, what do I have here? Pardon this, but like paper white. It was like ghostly, like Halloween makeup white. It was crazy. And then this one was the closest one because then after this, they got intensely more dark and like orangey yellow color. I don't know. Maybe it just looked different in the bottle. I don't know. Just beware when you do, if you do go try this. Watch the colors because it was at my Walmart, at least it was crazy. I didn't see no powder that went with this, no finishing powder or anything like that. So I'm gonna give this a couple more shots with some different primers, see how it works and all that. If any of you have tried this with a primer, without a primer, or whatever, give me your stories on this foundation down below. Let me know what you think about it. And I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for being here, guys. See you next time. Bye.